G'day everyone, Gareth here from Fraser Coast Food Forest. I thought I'd do something a bit different. Take you for a walk. Sort of kind of tell you where I sort of live. So we live in a part of Hervey Bay in Queensland, famous for Fraser Island. Probably all aware of Fraser Island, it's where everyone gets bitten and attacked by dingoes. But yeah, neighbour's dog. Apparently his dog doesn't bark. Anyway, I'll just keep on going until it gets a bit quieter. Alright, so we're in a part of Hervey Bay called Dundown Beach. And there's a car coming. Right. Big view of the road. Oh, here we go. So it's going to be uncut, so you can sort of get an idea. This is the way I go to the beach. Jesus Christ, I'm having luck with dogs today, aren't I? And the neighbourhood here. It's typical. It's Friday, people are making noise, dogs are barking. What am I making a video of? Alright, what have we been? My eyes are shocking. Been walking for 1 minute and 45 minutes. And this will give you an idea of the neighbourhood I'm living in. It's absolutely beautiful. Love living here. The climate is, I would say, almost perfect. Of course, the winters do get down to about 5 or 6 degrees at night, but it is only for probably a couple of hours, maybe not even that. So the more tropical trees I'm growing, it's a bit harder, and obviously if they do survive, it's going to be a long time before any of them produce fruit. Of course, you can get some pretty brutal rain as well. When we first moved here, we had the floods. We were okay here in Dundown Beach. We're on sand. It drains away very quickly, and we have lagoons all through Hervey Bay, even in town. Lagoons everywhere, and here's an example of one here, which flows off into the creek over here when they fill up and we get heavy rains. But that's a lagoon over there. A lot of the properties here back onto lagoons, so you own part or all of lagoons. You get all the geese and swans and all these water birds that will nest in them, or not in them but around them. Some ducks here. Oh, this guy's cleared out all this used to be full of trees in here. Anyway, we'll go down. I'm pushing the, I'm gonna just lower the camera because I'm approaching a street sign, and just for security, I don't want people getting on Google Maps and going, oh, that's where he lives, and then I get people turning up, which I doubt would happen, but I know it's happened to YouTubers, so we'll just come up here now. We're now entering the court. We've been walking for 4.5 minutes. These are some of the beautiful properties. Shed like mine. And the end of the court here. We actually looked at a property down that way when we were looking for a place to live, even closer to the beach. But there's an area over there that's all lagoons and swamps, and the bats like to live there sometimes, and you're talking hundreds of thousands of fruit bats, flying foxes, that make a terrible noise, and it stinks. They're not there at the moment. I think maybe the council or maybe the homeowners have somehow got rid of them. I think to get rid of them, you make a lot of noise, and things like crackers and like explosions to scare them, and eventually they'll move on to other places. I'm just going to move away from this sign here because that's actually all the beaches have names here. So if there's an emergency on the beach, you can you tell the authorities what beach you're at, and so you don't get lost, or they don't get lost. There's the creek. So there's an inlet here for this creek here. There are fish in here, but this water's a bit contaminated. Sometimes the creek will close up, and sometimes the water gets stuck in here for a while. So yeah, it's quite an easy walk to the beach here. If it's a full high tide, it can be quite difficult to walk along the beach. But if it's low tide, you've got hundreds and hundreds of metres of beach to walk along, with little water holes, well, not water holes, but little water pools. A beautiful bird in there, look, fishing. Don't know what it is, but egret, I'm guessing. There's our little bridge. Oh, they've pruned some of the trees back by the looks of it. It cuts off this creek into two. This is another runoff. It heads up into a lagoon eventually up there. It can be quite dirty, sometimes smelly if the water gets stuck in here. Almost there. In the summer, coming down here, we've seen snakes. There was an awesome lace monitor running up in here, and then we saw some, I can't remember what bird it was. But that had its little babies. That was pretty awesome. Oh, the tide's out pretty far. I didn't check the tide, so I don't know whether it's coming in or out. But there it is. I have posted these beaches up before, but it never really gets busy here in Dundown Beach. So I don't know whether you'll be able to see this. So this way you got Craignish, Tuggham, Burham Heads, and then you got Dundown Beach, and then you come all the way along, and that's Point Vernon over there. I'm getting annihilated by mozzies. Look at them, I just killed this one. Anyway, Point Vernon's over there. The further you head that way, you'll eventually get to Urangan with the famous Urangan Pier, and then all the little suburbs in between it. It's all Harvey Bay. If we come down to the beach here, this is where all the locals come with their dogs. You've got all the soldier crabs. Look at this. It's pretty awesome sometimes. It's just like a moving floor sometimes. Look at them all. All these little holes are either someone coming in with their pump to get the yabbies or whatever they are, the shrimps, whatever they are, the bait, or sometimes the stingrays come in and eat the crabs. There's dead crabs in that one. I find you'll find dead crabs in a lot of them. or shellfish. And way up there is, I think it's called O'Grady Creek. That's where I've put in some crab pots and caught a heap of mud crab, caught some fish in there. That creek tends to be washed in and out most of the time, but the tide goes out a lot further than this. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful here. These little sort of inlets and little rivers that come through, sometimes on low tide you come down here and just swim in these, but the water's 30 degrees. It's crazy. But yeah, this water's now, the temperature's cooled down a lot, but it's still beautiful. There we go, Harvey Bay, Dundarren Beach. And we have been 11 minutes. So it gives you an idea on where Fraser Coast Food Forest is. So I'm going to head back home. I won't bore you with that, but if some of you are interested, give us a thumbs up. And if there's any questions on the area, leave a comment and I'll try and answer it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, something a bit different. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and again, big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care everyone, bye. I forgot to mention, I planned to film this bit when I was walking down, so I'm at the bridge, which we just crossed before. We've got this, over the creek here, we've got this massive tree. And up the top of that tree, oh look at these, they're everywhere. Up the top of that tree, it's a massive nest. They nest there every year. If we're lucky, we might see them fly over. But yeah, quite often you'll see them. They go down, catch some little fish, and they bring it back here and feed the young. And it's absolutely amazing. Hang on, I'm just getting the mozzie. Got him. I doubt they're in there at the moment. It's not really breeding season, but I don't know where you can make that out in the top of that tree there. The nest is there. Every year. And there's a few of them. There's one way further down the beach as well. And then there's one up towards town. But I will get a video someday of them nesting in there, and we might see the babies and even see them hunting. I've actually seen them catching fish before. It's awesome. So just thought I'd add that. See you everyone, bye.